clinches their spot in the ACC title game where they will take on Florida State. So big win for them. Louisville came into the game today as 1.5-point favorites. They end up winning it by 7, so they cover. The over cashes as well. Louisville will finish the season versus Kentucky. Miami goes to Boston College to round out their season. Jeremy St. Louis alongside Danny Kanell for some instant reaction. I mean, Louisville got the result that they wanted, but this game we expected it to be tight. They've never beaten the Hurricanes and beaten them in Miami, and here in Miami Gardens they get the win today, but this really was a wild game.
It was. I mean, I don't think anybody pictured this type of shootout unfolding, and for Jeff Brom, it's been a Cinderella story of a season. I mean, he comes back, he's Louisville's own, he grew up around there, went to college there, and he comes back and leads them to this spot where they're on the cusp of, potentially, winning an ACC championship, already cementing their spot in this championship game versus Florida State. It's been phenomenal, but this was a very resilient win. I don't think a lot of people thought you'd get what you got out of Miami. I do want to give a lot of credit to Tyler Van Dyke, too. The quarterback from Miami was banged up. You could see him in pain all day long. Really tough, gritty performance from him. And on the flip side, Jack Plummer, who hadn't been great on the road this season, he throws for 3 touchdown passes. It was a fun game all around, but I think if you're Jeff Brom, you have got to be celebrating with your team right now because that's a tough environment, really good defensive team that you just put up 38 on. Yeah,
Plummer 24 for 37 for 308, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. You mentioned Tyler Van Dyke in this game. We do want to mention the fact, I mean, if there's any questions about the heart of this kid, the way that he played today, he got hit a lot, but stayed in there and did everything that he could for this Miami team.
Yeah, he really gave him a chance to win, including the last play of the game. I mean, the Hail Mary came up just short. It was coached perfection, almost to perfection. They batted it, and Restrepo got the rebound. It just came up a couple yards short. But Tyler Van Dyke, it's been quite a not only this year, but the career arc has been extremely up and down. He's had 4 different offensive coordinators. He came out 2 years ago, was the darling of college football, preseason pick, to be all ACC player of the year, a first-round draft pick. Then last year didn't go as well as expected. This year started off strong, 5 touchdowns against Texas A&M. Then it kind of falls apart. He's been banged up, had the interception bug, loses his job against Florida State, then get to start in that game. And now where we are today, I know he wanted to get the win, but I do think you have to admire the heart that he put out there today.
24 of 39 for 327 and a touchdown. Did not throw an interception, so a clean game from Tyler Van Dyke. So now it's Louisville that goes to the ACC title game. And Danny, you were saying, we were off camera, and you were saying that you actually like them being advanced to the title game because you want them to take on
Florida if you're a Florida State fan, you need Florida. I mean, Florida State, there's already rumblings. How good is their resume? The top 25 wins, they're not really there. LSU and Clemson both happened in the first month of the season, and then it's been a very light schedule. So you want to be rooting for Louisville. Beat Kentucky next week. Be a top 10 team when you face them in the ACC championship game. And then most importantly, if you're a Florida State fan, you want to win that game. But it's going to be a very tough out for Florida State. This Louisville team is really good. They're mentally tough. They're resilient. But yeah, that's what you need. And I think the ACC, like if you're Jim Phillips, the commissioner, you want your 2 best teams to be in the best position on a national stage so that you have 2 top 10 teams playing. Everybody wins if that's the case.
Mentioned Louisville improved to 10-1. The ACC title game December the 2nd in Charlotte, North Carolina, will be Florida State taking on the Cardinals, who get the win today, pull it out over the Miami Hurricanes, 38-31. Hurricanes had a chance to try and force overtime with a Hail Mary, but it turned into a Fail Mary as they fall to 6-5 on the season. It is a day for Louisville to celebrate as they advance to the ACC title game.